What's up, man? I want to talk about it's a few people that I noticed that pick Rigondeaux that won't give Lomachenko his full credit for the fight. See, if you was a person that recognized that Lomachenko was bigger than Rigondeaux and that it was going to be a hard time for Rigondeaux to win the fight based on the stature and moving up in 2 weight classes, then I understand your point. But if you're one of those people that overlook the fact that he was moving up 2 weight classes saying, oh, he's great, he can do it, I don't care about the weight is not going to be a factor, then you cannot be one of those people that's complaining about the weight now. You can't use hindsight. Hindsight is 2020. You can't come on here now and saying, oh, he was too big. Well, I knew that already. I knew he was moving up 2 weight classes. I knew it was going to be a daunting task. And saying that Lomachenko was just as good as him skill-wise, I knew it was going to be that was a double daunting task, that he was not going to win the fight. Now, I thought he was going to be more competitive, but I never thought he was going to win the fight. You know what I'm saying? So you cannot get on here and take away Lomachenko's credit, because guess what? He stopped Rigondeaux's momentum in 3 ways, 3 different ways. You want to break it down? You can break it down 3 different ways. He stopped his momentum as far as him being undefeated. He stopped that momentum. He stopped the momentum of the people that thought that Rigondeaux can beat him despite the weight size. He stopped the momentum of people saying that he has not really fought anybody in their opinion, even though he beat Walters and he beat Gary Russell Jr. A lot of people not giving him credit for those victories, but to me, those are great victories. You know what I'm saying? The Axeman knocked out Donaire. You know what I'm saying? The Axeman was knocking people out before then. The Axeman has been performing, man. So you can't say that that's not a good victory. And plus, Gary Russell Jr. became a champion after that loss. So,
hi, how are you?
May I have the number 3 with an extra taco supreme, and can I have sour cream on all 4 of them?
Yep. What's your drink?
Do you have like Sierra Mist or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take that. Thank you.
All right. Is that it?
Yes.
Next time that's drink correct for you.
So if you one of those people that picked him based on and just didn't worry about the size or him moving up in 2 different weight classes, or you call Lomachenko overrated, then you can't complain, man. You got to give that man credit. You got to give everybody a certain amount of credit for what they achieved. You know what I'm saying? Rigondeaux signed a contract. They both signed the same contract. They both came up under the same rules. They both agreed to the weight. You know what I'm saying? Rigondeaux agreed to the weight because he thought he could win. So, he got in the ring and he didn't win. I mean, I give Rigondeaux some credit for moving up 2 weight classes. That's crazy, moving up 2 weight classes. That's a crazy thing to do. But, he dared to be great. He came up short. You know what I'm saying? People that were supporting Rigondeaux before this, to me, you shouldn't jump off the bandwagon, because the man did what we asked other fighters to do. We asked other fighters to come out their comfort zone, to do something that, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people don't do. So he did that. So don't bash the man. Yeah, he quit, but hey, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Like a person like me, I can come on here and say, yeah, I told you the weight was going to be a factor. I thought the weight was a factor. I ain't going to say physically as much. I'm going to say mentally. I think when Rigondeaux got in the ring, he seen how big that man was. He was like, whoa, this dude is, and he's fast. And plus, Rigondeaux put on that weight. He put on 10 pounds. People were like, oh, man, he only put on 10 pounds. Look, he was still shredded. It doesn't matter. Rigondeaux was a fine-tuned athlete at that weight that he was at. He was used to performing at his max at the weight that he was currently at. He was not used to fighting at the weight that he was at.
822. You drove off too fast. I couldn't ask you, did you want any sauce?
So therefore,
sauce?
No. So therefore, he had to fight under the conditions he normally didn't fight under. So that was the thing behind that. He probably looked slower.
Have a good day.
Thank you. He looked slower, so he didn't perform the way he probably thought. Man, I can't get my punches off. Ain't no sense of me standing up in here taking punishment for no reason. I can't figure this man out for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? He quit. You know what I'm saying? For an athlete like that to have all those amateur fights You know what I'm saying? Then have all those pro fights. Well, he only had 17, but have pro fights. He had some high quality matches. And for him to quit like that, it had to be something. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he broke his hand or not. Maybe he did. But I think it was more than just breaking his hand, to be honest with you. So Lomachenko gets a lot of credit, man. Now you can put it in perspective. Now I can put it in perspective. I can say Lomachenko, you know what I'm saying? He was fighting at his weight. Rigo moved up 2 weight classes. Like I said in my video, my prediction video, Rigo was 37 years old, and you know those guys that fight at those lower weight classes, when they get up in age, man, you know, they start going down fast. Like, it happens overnight. You know what I'm saying? A fighter period can get old overnight. So he had to overcome a lot of obstacles. You know what I'm saying? Lomachenko, you know, he didn't have to worry about anything as far as a mental going up in weight or how his body gonna perform at a certain level with a certain amount of extra pounds on his body. He didn't have to worry about none of that. So I could put it in perspective because I knew from the beginning what was up. You know, it's time out. Like, you could pick, like, if it's if Rigo is your favorite fighter, I understand you picking them as your favorite fighter. But don't come on here and say, I don't care about the weight. He gonna beat him anyway, because you picking him off based off he's your favorite fighter, so you picking him off emotions. And then after the fight say, oh man, he was small, man, I'm not giving Lomachenko no credit. No, Lomachenko get credit. Because if Rigo would have beat Lomachenko, guess what? It would have been the best thing since sliced bread. Everybody that picked Rigo would have been like, I told you Lomachenko was overrated. See? You see how it works? So if you were a person that was gonna do that, you should give Lomachenko even more credit for not letting Rigo take his scalp. He took Rigo's scalp. Now Rigo is still a great fighter. He even said Rigo is a great fighter, but Rigo need to stay at his weight class because he's not that big. You know what I'm saying? So Lomachenko recognized that Rigo was small. You know what I'm saying? So, but he was not gonna let the small man come up from 2 weight classes to beat him. That's the thing. He was not gonna let it happen, and he didn't let it happen. So you gotta give him a lot of credit for that. You know, it was pressure on Lomachenko too, because Lomachenko lost. Whoa, boy, the boxing world would have been turned upside down because they would have been getting all over Lomachenko, overrated and this and that and this and that. See, I don't think because Rigo lost he's overrated. No, he's not overrated. Rigo is every bit as good as he was. You know what I'm saying? When he was at his best, when he was fighting. He's not overrated because he lost to a bigger guy, a bigger, just as talented guy as him, or maybe even more talented than him in certain areas of boxing. So, to me, man, Lomachenko gets a lot of credit. He gets a lot of credit, man. That's an ATG win right there. Rigo, and then I hear some people say Rigo's not gonna be a Hall of Famer. Rigo gonna be a Hall of Famer. Look what the man did with his amateur career. He was a double gold medalist. And then he was undefeated for the first 7 years of his boxing career. He's going to be a Hall of Famer. This is Boxing Talk 8576. I'm out.